And I don't know what I can say. I don't even know how to react to what Tom just said there. Yeah. I mean, I really don't.
What did I just say?
You said Spider-Man's in space.
Oh, that thing. Right, yeah. It's really awesome.
Who is Dave the Frog, and why has Dave the Frog got something to do with you?
Dave the Frog that's in my mouth.
Well, this is what I hear. What is that story?
Right. So we have to do red carpets all the time and take pictures, and I find it very awkward when they're all shouting at you and stuff. And a fan of mine tweeted a picture of me saying, Tom Holland looks like he has a frog in his mouth when he's taking paparazzi pictures. And I thought it was hilarious, so I reposted the picture, which then went viral, and everyone found it hilarious. But then weeks go by, and I'd look at myself in the mirror and be like, maybe I do look like I have a frog in my mouth.
I think this is the original tweet. This is you.
You
do look like you've got something in your mouth.
I think it's because I'm trying to go for the chiseled jaw kind of look.
Oh, you're
just not working.
Yes.
I guess you don't really need to ask for advice from these guys because you can just watch them work and see how the best in the business do it.
Peter, are you hiding something?
Yeah, that's my delicious Oreo.
I can't understand you, Tom.
You can't understand what I'm saying? I said this is so nutritious.
Tom, let's do one without the chips. Peter, are you hiding something? Hey, Spider-Man doesn't do that. Can we try something else?
Probably would, oh, I know. What was the question again? Probably just play with cookies all day, like I'm doing like...
It's like Men in Black. Every 20 seconds, we just wipe it.
He's very young.
And if you get him and Ruffalo together, it's like the perfect storm.
Yeah.
You know,
They put us two in an interview together the other day in China, and I think the only reason was so they could control the source. So that Ruffalo and I are in the same place, so if there was one leak, they just had to wipe one in.
How old were you when that first Iron Man movie came out?
I would have been 11, 12.
Yeah, so you're right in that wheel. Did you go see it when it...
I hated it. No, I was first in line. I was first in line. Marvel, the crazy thing for me, Marvel has been such a massive part of my life, and it's now changed my life.
I'm sure.
So it's been a real roller coaster and a lot to get used to, but these guys, it's amazing working with these guys. I always get really choked up talking about this.
Who gives you guidance? Does Robert give you guidance? He is in the movies.
Not anymore. I mean, look, he's clearly his own man now. He doesn't need...
Did you know about, like, what American schools are like? Because you have to play Peter Parker, who is a student, a high school student.
Yeah, I think that was probably the most daunting part of taking on this character. So as a joke, I suggested to Marvel that I should go to a high school undercover.
Right.
And it was completely a joke, and Marvel took it completely seriously. I guess they didn't get my British sarcasm.
Yeah, they do that.
And, yeah, so the next thing I know, I was, like, had a backpack with a pencil case on my way to Bronx School of Science.
Oh, boy.
Did they let you go to actual class?
Yes, yeah, I went to school with a fake name and a fake accent.
Did you have a fake mother drop you off at the...
Yeah, no, they brought Marissa Tomei in just for that weekend. But yeah, and Bronx School of Science is a school for genius
kids, right.
And I am no genius.
You're not?
No, even the teachers didn't know that I was not a real student, so they would bring me up to the front of the class and be like, what do you think, new kid? I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So it was
You're
very
like the worst narc there is. Like a very bad narc. Did they ever figure out that it was you? Or like when the movie came out, did you ever tell them that it was you?
Well, I had one funny experience. I was sat at the back of a classroom next to quite a pretty girl, and eventually she's like, so, dude, what's your deal, man? I was like, well, do you want to know my secret? She's like, okay. I was like, I'm actually Spider-Man. She was like, dude, you're nuts, bro. You're nuts. I was like, no, seriously, I'm actually an actor, I'm British, and I'm playing Spider-Man, and she didn't believe me.
Of course she didn't believe me. That's a ridiculous story.
I know.
Yes.
But the fact that you were allowed to just suddenly go to Bronx Science in the middle of the year with no explanation, that breach, that was believable.
Yeah, that was... it indicates we've got a problem with our public education. Did you see you have to get back to set?
Yes.
Are you making another movie?
Spider-Man Far From Home next summer in theaters.
Is this movie a prequel? Because, you know, at the end of Infinity War, you turn into, like, black confetti.
I think Thanos is robbing a bank, so I'm gonna go in.
Well, why would Thanos rob a bank? That doesn't make any sense.
Thanos is poor. Anyway,
Oh.
bye, Jimmy. See you later!
Spider-Man.
Do you know what's crazy? You can't have pit bulls in England. They're considered dangerous dogs, which is just nonsense. Look at this thing. How could you say that this is dangerous?
I went to Spider-Man once wearing a Spider-Man hoodie. And I didn't even try and hide. I just showed up and was like, enjoy the movie!
Were people shocked, or were they accosting you?
The funny thing is someone comes up to me and they'll be like, oh my God, you're Spider-Man, hey. And I'm like, hello, how are you? And they go, you're English?
No. The musical closed a couple years ago. Peter, are you hiding something?
With great power comes great responsibility.
Are you doing Batman?
Where is she?
Okay, that's not even the right cinematic universe.
Yes, it is.
No, it's definitely not.
You're wrong. It is. There's been crossovers. There has. I've seen them.
Tom, if you keep doing this, we're gonna get sued.
I have so much money. I'm Batman.
No, you're not Batman.
Because are you ever all in one scene?
Do you know what? I don't know. Because I did a lot of my scenes with Benedict Cumberbatch with someone else, with just dots on their face, who I guess later on in the process will become Benedict Cumberbatch. So I don't actually know the answer to that.
But now, so can you tell us anything about this film?
You may as well ask me about quantum physics.
But is this true where but are you one of those people they deliberately don't say plot details to?
I am. I definitely am.
But did you let something slip in the past? Why do they think you're going to tell everyone?
I just tell everyone. Oh, there's things that I've spoiled, and I just wasn't allowed to read the script, you know. So I'd be on set, and I'd be working with actors and actresses that were just tennis balls for that day. So I'd be texting people like, "Hey, are you in this scene with Spider-Man?" And they'd be like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll just cross that one off the list of 40 people." Are you in this scene? So I just basically had to do a lot of background research to figure out what I was doing.
Is there like a superhero WhatsApp group?
If there is, I'm not in it. Because I'll spoil all the secrets. I just did fight scenes by myself, imagining what would happen.
Have you seen this film yet?
No, I haven't even read it. I have no idea what it's about, which is actually quite fun, because I get...
Do you all survive the film? Are there characters that don't make it? I mean, it is a war. If everyone comes out, it's not that believable.
Yeah.
Moving on.
You actually just got a little nervous, didn't you?
I did. I'm really stressed right now. My hands are so...
Right, let's talk about Spider-Man. So, were you a fan growing up?
Huge fan.
Yeah.
A huge, huge fan, yeah.
And how did you find out you got this role? That's a huge thing to get this role.
I basically had been auditioning for about 5 months, and after my final audition, they said, you'll find out tomorrow. Fast forward 6 weeks, I was still waiting, and one day Marvel just posted on their Instagram, go to our website to find out who the new Spider-Man is. And that's it. I just found out online. They didn't call me up or anything. So I ran downstairs. I was going ballistic. My poor dog, Tessa, was terrified. And my brother, Harry, who's pretty savvy with technology and stuff, was like, dude, they've probably been hacked, bro. Like, they would call you, right? They would let you know. And so I called my agents. They were like, oh, this is amazing. And then Kevin Feige finally rang me and said, I've got some great news. You're going to be Spider-Man. I was like, I know, Kevin. You put it on Instagram. Like, I'm 20. Do you really think I'm not going to find it?
I tried my first Twinkie the other day, and it was disgusting, and I'll never eat one again. And I actually got a lot of hate online for not enjoying a Twinkie. I was like, guys, that's a bit...
Hey, man, can you say Quaxon? I'm like, Quaxon? So essentially, there it is. That's the first time I've seen it. Wow, it looks great.
Are you glad you came tonight?
I learned so much.
It looks nice. Is that metal?
I don't know, Graham.
Okay.
So essentially, I have to wear essentially pajamas.
Who among you is least trustworthy when it comes to the secrets?
Oh my God! Even the audience.
Even they know.
I heard that rumor too.
Tom,
You know
did you
what's
tell
funny?
them what happens before?
So the end of the movie. No, I don't know.
Snitches
No, I remember.
end up in ditches.
Yeah. No,
First of all, the American version of that, even though we love your Britishness, is snitches get stitches.
You're right.
Right?
There's no British.
No, the funny thing is, I'd heard the rumor about the fake script stuff, and I was reading what I thought was a fake script because it was like Spider-Man's in space. So I didn't finish it, but I found out it was real.
Okay.
You mean great power comes great responsibility.
Oh. Yes, it does.
Could I lick your shoes? They look awfully clean.
You can, what, sorry?
Just want to get up on that shoe.
You want to get up on my shoes? Well, embarrassingly, these actually aren't my shoes. I have to give these back at the end of the day, so...
Ask him if he's watching Comedy Central show on Snapchat. You don't want...
Have you seen my Comedy Central show on Snapchat?
No, I haven't. And for the record, I do all my own stunts. All of my own stunts. I never have a stunt double. It's always me. Tom Cruise does a similar thing. I'm the same. I always do my own stunts. 3, 2, 1, go! Greg? Where'd he go? Nice to meet you, and I'm starting to panic, right? I'm like, oh my God, this is Robert Downey Jr. And I'm looking at him in the face, sort of going, there's something different about you in person. Do they do something to your face on camera? Like, you don't look the same. And then Robert then walked in, and I realized I've been talking to his stunt double the whole time. So I got my, like, nervous, jittery stuff out of the way with Glenn, and then met Robert afterwards. Oh my God.
Sorry, again, I forgot the question. I'm just too into these puppies right now. Can we have some more puppies in here? I think we should bring all the other puppies in, and we should definitely rip up the paper.
They're not you. They're your brothers, but they're not your twins. They're right.
No, I had them.
You had.
No.
You're not in the twins.
It's like a Chinatown episode.
It's very confusing.
What do you want? Do you want something?
Please, yeah. Thank you so much.
I approve this.
Yeah?
I like that. Unique, adventurous, and they're the 2 words I would use to sum up Peter Parker. That's all you're gonna get. And really sexy.